that before y'all get all excited about that. Oh, no taxes on tips. Can we, like, so when school was happening, did y'all not learn about any of this stuff? Like, I'm just, but then again, I'm still just trying to understand something. Maybe most of us came up, with a waitress job or hostess job or, whatever, and maybe you just don't understand it. I don't understand. This shit's not okay. Um, and before you get them, you don't understand. No, you don't understand that the company that are out here paying what, $2.13, $2.89 an hour in 2025. That's literally a thing. They're expecting you, the consumer, to not only pay for your meal, but or your drink or whatever, but also pay their wage. So you're absolutely paying as if they delivered it to you, not from behind a counter, but like to your house or something. Now, do I tip? Absolutely, because I've been in these positions. But it's not okay that when, you're expecting this tip just because you did the bare minimum, your job. Your employer should be making this up. And the fact that people are out here rejoicing and just like, oh my God, yay, we don't have to pay taxes on tips. You should be in these companies' asses, Starbucks, Hooters, or any restaurant that is requiring, you to pay tips. Or they automatically add gratuity because, hell, when my family steps out the door, we're already a gratuity situation. But we still tip on top of that because, again, we understand. But we shouldn't have to. And I don't want to hear, oh, if you don't want to tip, you shouldn't. No. Y'all need to stop that bullshit because you're letting these companies get away with not paying their fair share in taxes. They're not paying their fair share in employment taxes. They're not paying their fair share in a whole lot of other things that could be rectifying the situations that we're experiencing out here if they paid their fair share. If they paid these people a living wage. And then for you all who go to these restaurants and complain because, the wait times are so long, it's because these people are not being paid enough. And until we stop the bullshit and just say, hey, we're not going to these restaurants until y'all bring this up to a livable wage. Because here's the thing, as a small business owner, baby, if I encounter a company that, I outsource some things to, and, it's a small business owner and they go above and beyond and they didn't have to, oh, baby, I'm giving a tip because you just saved me. That's what tipping is for. Not something that is expected. And the fact, like I said, that so many of y'all are so rejoiced in this, do y'all understand that y'all are now the go ahead to start paying less for per hour? So some companies are already paying $2.13 an hour. I guarantee you there's gonna be some companies talking about, oh well, then since there's no taxes on tips and we have to equate for this and some other bullshit ass response from some slimy ass accountant, no offense, to say, oh well, we have to accommodate for this or whatever. So I bet you that hourly wage is going to go down to $1.75 in some areas where they can do that, because there's some that do have the state rate of $2.13. But the fact that some of these companies that are still raking in millions on millions every year and have not raised that, so y'all don't think that's a problem. It is ridiculous that anybody in 2025 is still being paid $2 in anything. That is a slave wage. Because again, if these people cannot work because they get sick dealing with the public, or they, get injured dealing with the public, they also don't really have any benefits. So then what? This is what we're talking about when paying attention to the full picture. Do not let these little table scraps, excite you, because this is bullshit. And they just gave you a carrot to keep you walking along the path of not resisting any of this. We've got to teach our children better, but we also have to retrain a lot of adults.